Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day so far and welcome back to the Owl main channel. My name is Strompfel, I'll be your host today where we get to interview yet another captain from Owl Season 3. Now this is a bit special for me because this is actually my former teammate from both Owl Season 1 and Owl Season 2. So it's very exciting to have him in the call right now and get to interview him, which is very nice because he's a captain now. He has been coach for the first 2 seasons and has been a very good one for sure, a very good teammate, and now it's very exciting to see him step up to be the captain. This guy turned a 1-4 season into a 9-4 season last time, so he's no one to fuck with at all, and that person is actually Oscar or Oscisen1. How you doing, mate?
Oh, hello guys. I'm so excited to be here and be part of this amazing league. It's final time for me to step up as a captain. It's been a long time coming, and we're gonna do our best as a team.
Yeah, I am super excited to have you as a captain now. You definitely deserved it. It's sticking around for 2 whole seasons. Now it's finally time for you to shine. Put on the Brave Knight's armor and step up to the plate and actually see how you do. But I'm just saying, I'm free for grabs. I want to reunite with my old team Slash Boys. So if you're interested, just look at my application. That would be lovely.
Of course, I'll make sure to take a look.
Alright.
We only want good Swedish members.
Yeah, only Swedish people, and we don't have that many, so I guess I have my work cut out for me. So Oscar, I have explained this a little bit to you beforehand on Swedish, which is a lot easier than trying to explain this in English, but we're gonna do an interview where people get to know you a little bit better. Now, this will be an interview about you as a Pokémon player and a Pokémon fan. And we'll kind of hop between those and like touch a bit on some subjects there and touch a bit on some subjects here. So if you're ready, I'll just shoot away the first question.
Go for it.
Alright, so how did you get involved in the Pokemon franchise? How did it all start off for you?
I think it was around when Pokémon Platinum launched, because I've always been a fan of the anime, and I think I watched the Hoenn region anime thing, but I never did play the games. And then one day I walked to a game store and I saw Pokémon Platinum being on sale for 20% off or something, and I was like, yeah, why not? This might be a sign from God or something that it's time to get into the game.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I didn't know that one. That was the one thing I don't know about you. But that's pretty cool. I did not know you started that late. I thought you were like me and Isaac, started very early, but I guess you were a late bloomer.
Yeah, but since then I've been sticking to it.
Yeah, but
loyal.
But at some point you moved from being just a casual player to being a more competitive player. So my next question is, how did you get into the competitive scene of Pokemon?
I think I never really got into competitive Pokemon until the draft league format got introduced to me when Owl began, or when we did our mini draft leagues in school. And so that was the first time really. I think I played some games in Battlespot, but I think I used my in-game party team, so it wasn't really serious or anything.
Yeah, I remember those. That was one of my best memories from high school, our little Pokemon gang. When we used to play, we created this just to give some reference. We created this this mini draft league. Me and Isaac started off, and then we invited Oscar as well because we saw just randomly in the cafeteria you were playing Pokemon Showdown, so that's why we invited you. And the name of the league is will not be named because it might offend people, so we'll just move on from there.
Good call.
Yeah. So now my next question is still on the competitive side of Pokemon. So what is your preferred play style?
I think I really play my battles slowly. I like to ship my opponents down slowly, using Toxic or Volt Switch U-turns, and then hopefully I'll have a win con behind me, I don't know, Swellow or a Typhlosion with the Choice Scarf Eruption. So I think that's what I always try to do when I draft Pokemon of leagues, and when I also like go in battle spots. I always go for Pokemons that can take a hit, but then give you health back.
Okay, so it's like a bulky retaliation strategy.
Yeah, something like that. More like defensive oriented, for sure.
So it's like a bulky offense / semi-stall variant of playstyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing with like stall is such like a taboo word in Pokemon, but it's a totally valid playstyle, and people just give it shit because they hate playing versus because it's really good. But I don't want to consider you as a stall player, because you're definitely not. You swept my ass so many times. I still have nightmares about the baton pass shit that you pulled on me. That's actually the only time I've been
so
yeah, it's the only time I've been 6-0 in draft league. And that was heartbreaking.
Didn't know that. Mm-hmm.
So, next question. Moving in a little bit more to you as a Pokemon fan. So, which generation of Pokemon would you consider to be the best one?
I think... Oh, I don't know the number, but it's like Pokemon X and Y. I think it's the 6th. Yeah.
It's Generation 6 for sure.
Yeah. Because, I don't know, it was like 15 then or something, and I remember getting the game with my friends when it launched, and I don't know, my English had evolved, so I finally could understand a bit more of dialogue, and I got really into the story and really liked those games, and I liked the concept of Mega Evolution. They introduced fairies, my favorite Pokemon type, so good memories from just like getting introduced to that generation.
Yeah, and you just want to touch on one thing you said, which provoked a very specific memory for me. So, what people don't realize is that the person who doesn't speak English as like the first language, we struggled so much on the early days trying to beat those Pokemon games. I think I spent like 100 hours on Pokemon Pearl to beat that shit, because I never understood a single word what they were saying. So I just ran around talking to everybody, hoping that the story would proceed.
Exactly, so relatable.
So it was a huge relief when we actually could understand the language. So yeah, I always love Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I think those are like up there with my favorite games. So I can totally relate to that one. So Oscar, this is a question I am dying to ask you, because this one is very funny. I have no idea what you're gonna answer to this one. So Pokemon has these evil organizations. They have like these Team Flares, and they have Team Aqua, Team Magma. They have a bunch of ones at this point. We have like, I don't know, 10-ish, something like that. So Oscar, which one would you join if you had to join one? And this could be, you have to answer why as well. It could be like political motivation, you just like their clothes, you like which Pokemon they use, something like that. Could be whatever you want.
Okay, so I would definitely choose Team Skull from the Lowland region, because they are so amazing. I would love to have Guzma as my boss, because he's so goofy, and they were so memorable. Like there's, I don't know, their soundtrack, their little like house they had in Pooh Town.
Oh yeah.
That they took, and I don't know, I just really liked it, and like all the characters, even like the girl, I don't know what her name is, with the weird hair. Yeah, so I would probably join Team Skull, because, I don't know, they are not really like there to take over the world, they're just there to cause some mischief, and I'm totally down for that.
Yeah, and just as a follow-up question, do you have amazing dance skills so you would fit in?
I mean, I would probably learn them, and I would probably get down on my knees and do everything they do, because it doesn't seem that complex, really.
It definitely does not, but I'm just trying to imagine you doing that. I know I couldn't do it, so
it's like...
I could just see you, me, and Isaac on like a line trying to do that shit. I think you would do best of us three, though. I can agree with that.
Yeah, some Team Skull cosplaying, that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, that would be a lot of fun, actually. Cosplay, never gotten into that, but that's not the interview question. So Moving into question number 5 is if you could add a move as a move tutor move, which one would you add? And this could be either a move that you feel is a little bit underappreciated, like a signature move that not a lot of Pokemon gets, or it could be like this one Pokemon needs a specific move so badly in your opinion, so you can just add it as a move tutor and make that Pokemon stay great.
Okay, I'll need some time there.
Alright, that's totally fine.
I think Flying Press, because Hawlucha is the only one who learns it, and I like the concept of like having a move that has 2 different types. Because Flying Press is flying and fighting, I think, and I don't know, just you can be so creative with a move that has 2 types. Like you can have like a move that's both ground and rock, and see how it interacts with a Pokemon, and if it counters its counters or things like that. It would be really fun if they gave Flying Press some more recognition, because you don't really use Flying Press on Hawlucha. You only go like acrobatics and that shit with Tapu Koko.
Yeah, the Koko Lucha stuff. It's like the rise in Hawlucha is actually a bit scary. How one thing actually could just push it over the line, being like mediocre to standard or even worse. But I think Flying Press is a pretty cool one, because I completely forgotten the move existed. I think I've seen it like once when the 3rd gym leader in Kalos actually used it on me. And I got a bit surprised, because I think it was super effective on my rock type, so now that explains it, because it's dual typing. But that's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I would also like to see it.
For sure they should.
So now let's move into the question which I kind of hinted towards. You already had an answer, you started answering the question, and I just had to stop you. But if you could be a Pokemon for one day, which Pokemon would you be, and what would you do on that day?
I think I would be Frostlass, because I think there was an anime episode where she lured Team Rocket into like a house in the middle of like an icy field mountain thing, and it was like really cool how she made them believe the house existed and everything like that. So I would totally go for Frostlass, because I don't know, I like the design of her, and I mean, just being her wandering around in the snow luring people into my house, that sounds like me.
That sounds a bit like a rape patient, to be honest.
I mean, I would just do it for like, you know...
just give them cookies and milk or something, yeah. Totally. Alright then. Alright, I'll accept that one. That was just a nice twist on that question. I don't think I had that kind of answer before, but sure. So you want to breathe Frostless and you want to lure people, or just like play pranks on people in the snow?
Yeah, pretty much, because that's what Frostless is meant to do, I think.
Yeah, imagine Frostlass in Slusk. There we go. That would be unfortunate.
I might draft Frostlass.
The name is Slusk. Something? No, don't name it that one.
Something like that.
Alright, so now moving into the last question. Last question is which Pokemon... Oh, I just want to state this before we actually go into the question. So in these upcoming main series of games, there has been rumors about potentially new Pokemon getting Mega Evolutions. Now I just want to state this very clearly, since I don't want to be seen as like a rumor starter, that this question is just based on like theorizing. We don't have any sort of confirmation that there will be new Mega Evolutions, or don't think, well, we don't want to start any rumors or something like that. This is just for fun. So Oscar, getting back to you now, I just wanted to make that very clear so we don't mislead people. But if you could see one Pokemon get a Mega Evolution in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which one would it be?
I think Mega Luxray would be really cool, and make him Dark Electric, because we need a Dark Electric type.
That's very true. Very true. So so Mega Luxray, Dark Electric type. Now I just need to follow up with the question: how do you think that Mega Luxray How can we make him like very good that people will actually use him? Is there anything you want to add to him that you feel is it's lackluster at this point?
I think he has base speed of 70, so definitely
Right.
make him like a fast electric type, because he's got like 125 attack already. So just like some attack and some speed would do him good, because his moveset is pretty decent. Like he gets elemental fangs and crunch and volt switch. So I think that would work, and the design would be like so cool.
Yeah,
I'm actually thinking of getting Luxray as like a tattoo, because I
Oh.
love his design, yeah, so much.
That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to see that. I don't want to push you or anything, but kind of want to see that. Not gonna lie, but that's gonna be all the questions for Oscar, where he gets to think about the answer, because we're not done yet. We're actually moving into the lightning round, Oscar. This will go super quick. So the lightning round is pretty self-explanatory. I'll ask you a series of questions, and you have to answer them as soon as you can, or as fast as you can. Now, I made things a little bit easier for you. You just have to answer. There are mainly two options that you can choose between. Maybe it's 2 to 4, I think, but something like that. So, Oscar, are you ready?
I am.
Alright, so, where would you travel, Kalos or Alola?
Alola.
Which one will you play? Let's go Eevee or Let's go Pikachu?
Eevee for sure.
Which one do you prefer, attack or special attack?
Special attack.
But what about defense or special defense?
Special defense.
Do you set up the Tailwind or do you set up the Trick Room?
Trick Room.
Do you sweep or do you stall out your opponent?
Stall out opponent.
What's your favorite... Fuck. What's your favorite status condition? Burn, para, sleep, or poison?
Freeze, I think.
Freeze.
Because it's
Alright.
so...
That's not an option. But let's go for it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, favorite weather condition? Rain, hail, sand, or sun?
Rain.
Alright, and last but not least, do you remove your hazards via defog or rapid spin?
T-Fog.
Alright, so there you heard it. That is a little introduction to Oscar. Now I want to thank you so much for coming on to this interview. I had a lot of fun. I want to wish you the best of luck in this upcoming season of the Owls. So if there's anything more you want to say before we wrap this up, you can just have some time right now.
Nah, I'm all good. Thanks for having me, and once again, so excited for this season to start.
There you have it, folks. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with another captain's interview before you even know it. My name is Strompfel. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.